Ashe, peace be with you. I'm Lydia Velasquez, and this is Paranormal Activity, Bada for Normal People. Today, I'm going to teach you how to call your power back to you. Your power is energy that your essence carries. You can leave it with anyone, especially if you lay there with them. You can leave it in any portal, space and time, any energy. And by doing so, people can actually work witchcraft. Now, I know most people don't believe in witchcraft and what voodoo people do, but it exists, my friends, very much so. And one of the ways that you can block it or stop it from touching you, well, I'm going to talk about a couple ways that you could stop it. But I'm also going to talk about how you can call your energy back. And while I'll do that to the end, that way you can practice it and you can relate it back and do it every day, because the alchemation is very strong and it works. Witchcraft is a form of dark and white magic. White witches use it for healing and for doing things like protection and cleansings and things that would go according to the light and the universe and would be more directed to the divine and what he would want you to use to protect yourself against dark witches, which are more for the other side. Most people don't believe that it exists because they don't want to believe there is such a thing as dark. But if there's light, there's also darkness. If there's good, there's also bad. And if you acknowledge that there's bad and there's good, you can more relate to it and learn various ways how to protect yourself spiritually. Because we are all spiritual beings. When this vessel is done and over with, we go back to our spirituality. We go back to spirit. And what we do in order to protect ourselves in this realm is totally with the energies that you collect and how you portray yourself to be. I am of the light. I try not to be dark because I am also knowledgeable of the dark, and I know how bad it can be. Before anything, you have to acknowledge that there is good and there is bad, that there is light and there is dark. And in order for you to acknowledge that, you have to have a mindset that both do exist and both do accumulate enough energy so that they can destroy you. And it's not so much destroy you in a sense where, well, I'm not going to say that either, because yes, they can kill you through witchcraft. But you having the protection in your home, you being able to protect the outside property and the inside property with sage and with cinnamon and with sea salt, and to be able to protect yourself against the dark side with spiritual baths and your stones, and praying to the divine and calling upon your angels and calling upon your ancestors and calling upon your guides, and knowing that you can walk a certain way. And because you are who you are, you can sense that there's certain things that are done, and so you can protect yourself. Because if you don't, then you're leaving it all to chance. And I don't usually leave anything to chance. I already told you certain ways to protect your home and yourself. Spiritual baths. You can take bay leaf, and you can take cinnamon sticks, and you can take sea salt and cayenne pepper, and put it all in water and boil it, and cleanse yourself in the tub. Walk backwards so that everything that was cleansed in that tub stays in that tub and doesn't walk in with you. Do not dry yourself. Let it clear out your spirit, and just let it air dry. You protect your properties with cinnamon and salt, sea salt around the property, around the outside, around the stairs, around the windows. You get olive oil and sanctify your windows, and with the blood of the lamb, and you make sure that you are covenant. Prayer is like, you pray like it's your job. You ask God for protection. You ask the divine to send back anything and everything that is sent to you, and return it. But for you to sit there and do nothing and think nothing will happen is another thing. Witchcraft can be done through pictures of your image. It can be done through underclothes that have your essence. It can be done through food that you would eat. So you got to be careful. You don't eat in everyone's house. And when you do, you have to be very careful on what you eat. There can be done witchcraft through magic spells, and put in jars and buried in your property, or buried somewhere in a graveyard. I mean, there are certain ways that black magic is done, and a good majority of the time is very strong, and it's very evil and dark. And so by you going to a practitioner and asking them for help, unless they are of the light, I wouldn't do that either. A way that you can protect yourself is to always protect your mirrors, because mirror magic is very, very prevalent. Don't sleep with your cell phones in your bed. That is part of a consistence of mirror magic. Do not not cover or not sanctify your stairways and your ways to entrance in your house, because that is an opening. Don't have welcome mats in your door. You're welcoming any kind of energy to come into your house, and it's very real. If you're going to have anything, you have blessed be this house, or blessings, or bless our home. Do not put your name on a doormat and put it in the front. It's another way of people to use your energy for witchcraft and whatnot. And it's sad, because a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people don't comprehend that things can be done with black magic and voodoo. But it can be, and for you not to be aware of it, it's ludicrous. It's just ignorant of yourself, because you know that there are forces out there that are good, so there has to be bad. The Bible mentions witchcraft very much, and so for you not to acknowledge it, that it exists, it's not a good thing. I'm going to teach you now how to call your power back to you. And what you would do is, most of the time, you would stand up barefooted, or you would do this directly before you go to bed, and in the morning when you get up, or after you say your daily prayers. And I'd advise you pray every day, every day, every day. Every day, ask God to enlighten you, to give you strength, to be knowledgeable, and to be guided, and to be strengthened, and to be protected. Ask for your protection of your children, of your homes, of your spirit, of your friends, of yourself, of your animals. Another thing, if you have animals, and you see that your animals are sleeping a lot, or if you see cats, a lot of cats. I used to see my neighbor's cat, and it would come and sit on top of my car and look into my house. And right away, I knew that someone was trying to throw something at me. But the cats are like sponges. They suck up all the negative energy, and they actually protect you. And if you see a cat that you have in a house, like my Blue, or even your dog, sleeping a lot, it's because they're collecting negative energy, and they're alkalining it. Also, if you see a lot of your glassware being broken for no reason whatsoever, it just breaks. It shatters, and I mean into pieces. Or if candles blow up for no reason whatsoever, there's witchcraft. There is black magic being performed. So cleanse your house, sponge your house with sage, and we are about to do some candles with beeswax, and I'm about to put them on the podcast and my channel. Um, my partner and I are going to sell these. There's all kinds. I have all kinds that she makes, and this one says manifestation in the front, and it's made with essence oils and sage. This one has sage in it, and I believe it has Frankenstein and certain different elements that are spiritual, and you could use to cleanse your home. And always be aware that the candles that we make are spiritual, so you don't want to use them for a romantic evening. You want to use them for when you're praying, or you want to use them for cleansing your home, or you want to use them for cleansing your spirit. Do not fall asleep with them, even though they burn forever. Just make sure that you're safe with them. And we're going to put the kind of candles that we're going to be making, and how much they are, and what it'll cost you for shipping and handling. But they're amazing senses of candles, and I believe she has all kinds of colors. She has, as you can see, black. This one has black in the front, but it also has the pink, and I think this one has cinnamon and sage in it, if I'm not mistaken. But she has all different kinds that we make. Well, she makes them, and I join in with the sales and representation. So Tina Lee's candles, spiritual candles, will be coming to our pages real soon. So let's get with it. And you would start with closing your eyes and breathing and breathe in so that your energy can be flowing, and um, try to clear your senses and your mind, and um, find the peace, the inner peace that you need. And let's start. I call my power back to me from every person, place, entity, from every space, portal, time, and dimension, from every connection, passion, and vessel where I left it, from every time or anything that is siphoning my energy. You do not have my consent to use my power, and I call my power back to me. I now release that which is not my own, anything that is not of my energy. I forgive all people and all others. I forgive myself, and I cloak myself with protection of the light. I shed light to my shadows and secure my energy and all self-destructive habits and which I was created. I call my power back to me. Any and every soul tie is now disconnected. Those who no longer serve me are disconnected. And I self-evaluate whatever is uncovered that led me to that energy. And I apologize to myself and be aware of things that I walk into. And I call my power back to me. I activate my energy with my light energy, my vibrations, and push away all that is not of the light. I receive my power back to me. Ashe. And this is more a call that you would call upon so that your energy could be yours. You can leave it with anyone and not realize it. When you sleep with your partner, he takes a good majority of your energy. She takes a good majority of your energy. You could go to a place and leave your energy. They can sever your energy without your knowledge. And this is a way of calling your power back. Every day, this acclamation is very important so that you can be energetic, so that you could be aware, and you could block all spiritual ties. And you can block all people that sever your energy without your knowledge. So my friends, be aware. There are many ways in protecting yourself. Acknowledge that there is such a thing that exists, and be aware of what you do and where you do it, who you let in your home, and who you deal with. My father used to say, tell me who you hang with, and I'll tell you what you're about. He was right. Until then, my friends, may the divine give you what you pray for, and the universe give you what you desire. Ashe.